Lucifer. The name itself strikes fear in the hearts of mortals and immortals alike. The mere mention of it conjures up images of a red-hot poker being plunged into the depths of a cold, dark lake. And with that single splash, the very essence of evil is unleashed upon an unsuspecting world. But how did this fallen angel fall from grace? What caused him to plummet from his heavenly abode and embrace the fires of hell? As we delve into this tale, remember, the road to hell was paved with good intentions, or so they say. Join us as we explore Lucifer's pride and how it made him the Prince of Darkness. In the celestial tapestry where angels and demons danced before time, there was one angel who shone brighter than the rest. His name was Lucifer, meaning light-bearer. He was the embodiment of divine wisdom, the pinnacle of perfection. His wings, when unfurled, were said to blot out the sun. His voice could shake the foundations of heaven, and his very presence could make the stars dim in comparison. Born of the purest light, he was the darling of the cosmos, the jewel in God's eternal crown. But all that glitters is not gold. For within Lucifer's heart, a seed of discontent had been sown. It started subtly, a tiny sprout amidst the garden of his soul. But like a weed, it grew, nurtured by Lucifer's own doing. This weed was none other than pride. You see, while all the angels praised God with unwavering devotion, Lucifer felt a different tune in his celestial chest. He didn't merely want to be among the favored, he wanted to be the most favored. He didn't want to serve God. He wanted to sit beside him. His internal discord grew, festering into resentment until it consumed his better judgment. Lucifer wasn't content with being just an angel. He wanted to ascend above his heavenly station and become something more, something akin to a god himself. He began to question the divine order, challenging God's laws and questioning his own purpose. His thoughts were a rebellion long before his wings ever took flight against the Almighty. Then came the fateful moment when Lucifer's pride eclipsed his reason. God had bestowed upon the world a new mission, one that would test the mettle of the angels and push them to their limits. To save the human race from the brink of destruction, an angel was needed, an angel who embodied the purest light, the very essence of creation. All the angels were eager for this task, all except Lucifer. When the mission was announced, Lucifer saw it as a chance to elevate himself above the other angels. He believed that he alone was worthy to be the chosen one and harbored resentment towards God for not immediately acknowledging his perceived superiority. In his arrogance, he assumed that his divine status was higher than the task assigned by God. Thus, when the opportunity to prove himself came knocking at his celestial door, Lucifer chose to shut it down. He turned away from the mission and buried himself deeper into his own self-importance. This was the breaking point, the crescendo of Lucifer's hubris. His refusal to accept the mission wasn't just a test of his obedience, it was a declaration of war. The once radiant angel had crossed the Rubicon and there was no turning back. Lucifer's heart was now a fortress of pride, impervious to any hope of redemption. As the chosen angel departed for the mortal realm, Lucifer watched him go, a venomous envy coiling around his heart. He knew he had made a grave error, but instead of seeking forgiveness, he plotted in the shadows of his celestial prison. Lucifer devised a plan to usurp God's place, to become the supreme ruler of heaven. He gathered a following fallen angels who mirrored his discontent, who resonated with his rebellious chords. Together, they formed a legion of darkness, ready to plunge the universe into an eternal night. Lucifer's pride had transformed him into something sinister, something that could only be called evil. He had become the embodiment of the original sin, the first rebel, the one who dared to challenge the divine order. Thus, Lucifer, the brightest angel, fell. He plummeted from the ethereal heights of heaven to the fiery pits of hell, dragging his followers into the abyss with him. The once glorious wings were clipped, leaving him with nothing but the burning embers of his pride. He had traded his celestial harp for a trident of hell, his hymns of praise for incantations of chaos. Now, if you find yourself strolling through the infernal landscapes, navigating the treacherous paths of the damned, chances are you might catch a glimpse of him, the fallen angel, the one who dared to challenge the divine. Some say you can hear the echo of his laughter carried on the winds of hell, a mocking, mirthless sound that chills the very core of your being. Others claim to have seen his shadow flicker in the flames of a burning world, a fleeting apparition that vanishes as quickly as it appears. The fallen angel, once the brightest star in heaven, now roams the earth as a cursed wanderer. Stripped of his angelic grace, he's trapped in a never-ending torment. His wings, once symbols of freedom and divinity, are now shriveled and torn, a constant reminder of his fall from glory. His eyes, once pools of celestial light, are now filled with a haunting darkness, reflecting the abyss that he now calls home. Yet despite his wretched state, there's a strange allure about him, a morbid fascination that draws the curious and the desperate into his web. Some say he haunts the battlefields of old, whispering tales of valor and vengeance to those who will listen. Others claim he appears in dreams, offering forbidden knowledge in exchange for a heavy price. But be warned, for the fallen angel's touch is as cold as death and as sharp as betrayal. His whispers can corrupt the purest of hearts, and his promises are as hollow as the grave. For the fallen angel is Lucifer, the embodiment of pride, the prince of darkness, the one who dared to defy the heavens and was cast out. Now, As we conclude this chilling tale, remember that Lucifer's story is a cautionary one, a tale of what happens when pride eclipses wisdom, when ambition overtakes devotion. In the grand tapestry of existence, his fall from grace serves as a stark reminder of the importance of humility and obedience. For in the relentless march of time, even the brightest of stars can succumb to the consuming darkness of pride. Just as Lucifer's radiant wings were clipped by his own arrogance, so too can our greatest aspirations be curtailed by our insatiable desire for power and control. And let us also remember that the path to damnation is often paved with seemingly innocuous choices. Each step may appear as a minor lapse in judgment, a slight deviation from the righteous path. Yet these small missteps, when compounded, can lead to a catastrophic downfall. So guard against the insidious creep of pride, for it can transform the most luminous of beings into the darkest of shadows. Let humility be your guiding light, leading you through the labyrinth of life with steadfast resolve. And as you navigate the challenges and temptations that come your way, always remember the tale of Lucifer, the fallen angel whose pride knew no bounds. May his tragic fate serve as a constant reminder of the perils of unchecked ambition and the blessings of unwavering faith. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the chronicles of the fallen angel. If you found inspiration or insight in this exploration of Lucifer's pride, we invite you to like this video as a token of appreciation for our storytelling. Additionally, we encourage you to share your thoughts, insights, and interpretations in the comments section below. Your comments have the power to enrich the tapestry of our community, creating a vibrant space where ideas intertwine.